Hello, happy Thursday, and I'm Clover Thursday, and welcome back to my channel. We have another cupcake video for you today, and I had a great suggestion of what to actually call this little mini-series. Welcome, officially, to Frosting with Friends. I heard that suggestion, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever, so that's what we're calling it, Frosting with Friends. We're gonna kind of be expanding it and doing, just sort of classic flavors now. So we're actually going to be doing the oh so classic, oh so delicious, actually one of my favorite flavors, red velvet. So red velvet, for anyone who doesn't know, is essentially chocolate cake, which I love already. Like, you already have me at chocolate cake, but it also has something I love just as much, which is cream cheese frosting, usually. And it's the chocolate cake's kind of dyed this red color, whether it's through like natural means or just crazy amounts of food coloring. But either way, it's like quintessential classic cake flavor, right up there with like your chocolate and vanilla, essentially. So for the design, I really wanted to reflect that like classicness, and it kind of turned out to be something kind of vintagey. Also, it's just such a decadent sort of flavor. I just really wanted to go for a more fuller figured character, and I just think it really fit really well for this sort of, you know, full figured, curvy, sultry, vintage. I don't know. I imagine her sort of as like a singer or something. Um, I kind of feel like Snickerdoodle from last time and her have some history, or like they're kind of occupy that same kind of old-timey place. But yeah, I had a ton of fun with this, and I don't know, I feel like my inking, um, I don't know if it's just like a plugin or maybe just my equipment, but I always feel like my lines, it takes me a little while, longer than I feel like it should, to get like real smooth lines. But I don't know. With this drawing, I felt like, you know what? Like everything fell into place. And the color palette was fairly straightforward. The classic colors of Red Velvet is kind of a reddish brown or a bright red, or some kind of variation in between of that, and the whiteness of the cream cheese frosting. So it's really just playing around with different shades of white and different shades of red brown, and popping some like red accents in there too. Also, I'm gonna apologize for like the nasaliness I've got going on, because your girl got sick again. I don't know. Here in Canada, um, we were just, the weather was having a difficult time deciding if it wanted to stay winter or wanted to be spring, and that always just messes with my immune system or something. Yeah, and I'm just adding some sparkles, or whatever those are, swooshes, just cuz. And I'm really just adjusting colors and perfecting the lines and whatnot. Also, I still gotta give a shout out to my friend for suggesting um, frosting with friends again. I just think that was super cute. And I think I'll kind of keep going with sort of creating more like confectionery inspired um, illustrations, I guess. And if you guys have any like suggestions for flavors or kind of desserts I can look at and drool over and want to eat, but instead I'll draw them, leave them down below in the comments or tweet at me or something. Like, there's a lot of ways of getting a hold of me. Um, and I think it'd be kind of cool because I find these really fun and I love doing them. So I would like to do more of them. This particular red velvet was inspired more of the flavor, and not a specific cupcake design. In my last couple of videos, I've been looking at a lot of the designs from my local bakery called Kelly's Bakery. But this one, I didn't actually have their cupcake design in mind. This one was just more like the essence of the flavor red velvet. But all in all, I think she really fits in with the growing gang so far. And, also like this video if you want me to drag my friends on here. Because that also sounds really fun, of having, I guess, a bit of a live peanut gallery. That would be fun. And also just picking other artists' brains, really, and having a conversation, and y'all being here, talking about art and probably all the other random shit that we feel like talking about. And they'll probably point out something shitty about my drawing, but that's the joy of friendship. That's why I love it. So that might be a cool thing I might try and do for y'all and for my own enjoyment. But we're actually sort of coming towards the end. Like, I'm working on sort of the major shading, and I'm having a lot of fun with her skin. I love painting skin. That's one thing I really love. I love just like doing all these soft, gradual shades and then popping in, if there's a little bit of sheen to the skin, like a shine to it. And I find with doing a lot of dark skin characters, they're like that kind of dewiness and that sheen and that variance in skin color just pops out a little more. I remember back in art school, like, I had to do a ton of self-portraits, and that was always sort of what I liked doing when I had to stare at my own face for hours on end. Maddening, really, but I always love seeing sort of kind of the more reflective quality I find in a lot of darker skin tones. And that just about wraps things up in a nice little cupcake liner, mind you. Ha ha ha. That's a dumb joke, but I'm still probably gonna leave it in. But introducing Miss Madame Red Velvet. Congrats on making it to the end of the video. If you liked the video, feel free to give it a like. Let me know what dessert or confection or sweet thing you want to see down below in the comments. There's a new video up every Thursday, so hit that bell if you want to know what's up. And you can check out my other social media links and stuff that I post in. All that stuff is down below in the description box. But you guys have a good rest of the week. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.